What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha. I was not planning on doing a review tonight because I'm finishing up my next novel, Postcards from the Edge. But tonight's episode had too much shit going down for me to stay the fuck away. So I'm not going to do my typical full breakdown of the entire episode. I'm just going to talk about key things that happened in tonight's episode. So I'm viewing, reviewing Power Season 4, Episode 6. So Ghost wanted to start over with Tasha and saying it's over between him and Angela was a bunch of bullshit. That's why the writers had Tasha's response to him be, she damn near, laid her life on the line and risked her job for you. Like, you niggas gonna be right back together, nigga. Who the fuck are you fooling? But just the gall of this nigga to even come to her on some let's be back together type shit. Like, nigga, if you don't have cerebral, I wish I could have wrote that shit because I would have had that bitch be like, what, nigga? Like, who you talking to? Like, I know you gonna be talking to me, right? Like, you really think I want your black ass? Like, they should have had her cracking up laughing in that nigga's face. Cause like, nigga, who wants you, nigga? Nobody want that used up dick. Boy, sit down somewhere. Ghost under Stern's thumb again. I told y'all that in my predictions last week for this episode that he was going to be under Ghost. Ghost is going to be under Stern's thumb again. But I said it would be via like a club venture. I was wrong about that. It was via the real estate business, which is a different turn. But that then brings in Lorenz Tate character, who will be premiering next week on next week episode, because I told y'all he is a city councilman. So that plays into the whole real estate thing and gentrification and these terrible neighborhoods that Ghost will be going into to renovate for Stern. So be on the lookout for that. What cracked me up the most this episode, y'all, was the part where Anika Noni Rose and Tyreek sitting on their couch and they go into her whole musical theater pass. I was like, was this in Anika Noni Rose contract? Because she's a trained singer, Broadway singer. This is what this girl does. I was like, she must have put in her contract, bitch, I get to do a Bola Satido. This bitch remind you niggas I can sing. Like, I was like, that had to be in her contract for her to bust out some motherfucking notes, some ad-libs, some runs and some shit. Like, that shit was funny as fuck. Me and Monique was texting each other. Monique was like, what the fuck am I watching? A gangster musical? What the fuck? I died laughing because that part could have been kept. Like, it was like, what am I watching here? She up here singing this nigga lullabies and shit. Another part that the writers fucked up to me, Ghost is an alcoholic. Why in the fuck in that scene when him and Tasha were sitting at the dining room table would she pour him a glass of wine? Her character has always gotten on him about drinking. Why would she pour him a glass of wine? I thought that was kind of iffy, especially when you're supposed to be an alcoholic. Why the fuck is he drinking? I didn't understand that part. Dre and Cristobal setting up Julio. Told y'all they was going to set up Julio to die. Didn't know that it was going to happen this episode. I predicted episode 7. But I was wrong. Because I told y'all I went on IMDb and was looking at each character to see if they was going to be in the following episode. So I'm guessing episode 7. The reason why the actor was on IMDb's character listing for the episode because they're going to show his dead body. So that's why I had the episodes wrong. But at the end of the day, you bitch, you still right. Julio dead. Check on my motherfucking list. My death toll tally list. Check, check, check. Julio's off that bitch. Told y'all Julio was gonna die. Rest in peace. What y'all bringing to the funeral? I'm gonna bring some beans and rice, maybe some queso fresco. You know what I'm saying? A pollo loco, a roast con pollo. What the fuck y'all gonna bring? Some motherfucking Taco Bell, some quesadillas. What the fuck y'all gonna bring? So, Julio's death scene was great. That was the best acting that actor got to do in the 4 seasons he was on this whole entire show. They gave him a great send-off. He got to go out like a motherfucking G. Taking on 3 motherfuckers at one time. When he took that nigga out by ramming his head into the wall, into that knife, that was sickening. I was like, come on, Julio, you made up for last week and that gay ass sex scene you had. It was fucked up. You know, he was getting stabbed up like he was Jesus. I was like, God damn, Julio, rest in peace, my nigga. But he held on to the motherfucking end. I thought the dude was gonna slit his throat, but that was fucked up that he cut the tattoo off his neck. But I'm like, Drake told your ass to not make it look like it was a hit from y'all. So he fucked up and let his anger get the best of him. Cause that's gonna let Tommy and them know that the Jimenez them niggas is the one that did it. So motherfuckers gonna be looking at the Jimenez niggas and trying to get them back. Tommy's gonna be trying to go for them niggas' throat. Cristobal and them niggas' throat. So, but rest in peace, Julio. Sad to see you go. Tommy getting kidnapped by Chicago, aka Jason. That was dope. That man Jason was kind of fine to me. His bottom rope, but him himself, yes. I found it very funny that Petard lied to Jason and told him that Tommy told him that a rival gang killed Milan, when he knew damn well him and Tommy was in on this whole thing together. But he lies and tells Jason that he didn't know that Tommy killed Milan. And Tommy was like, nigga, your ass was right there by my side. Like, what the fuck? So then Tatiana ass show up in a badass motherfucking fur hat, leather jacket. I was like, come on, white fish. And she vouches for Tommy that he's telling the truth, that Petard's lying, and then Jason shoot and kill Petard. Wasn't even tripping off Petard dying, but rest in peace to that nigga, you Yugoslavian, Ukrainian motherfucker. He dead, he gone, don't nobody give a fuck. But rest in peace, Petard. Kanan running up on Ghost. I love the scene because it came out of nowhere and it was like, damn, like boom, this is how these two characters run into each other after Ghost thinking for the last shit that this nigga is dead. Was the payoff good enough for y'all? Because it was good, but it wasn't good enough for me, but it was still good. But the look on Ghost, I guess because Ghost didn't sell it. Omari Hardwick didn't really sell it, seeing him alive after thinking that he was dead for a year. I wish he would have sold it more with his facial expressions. But, and 50 Cent's acting in that scene was terrible, by the way. When Kanan and Ghost was in the car, he holding him at gunpoint. I know Ghost was like, I should just stay my black ass in jail. Like, I ain't even been out of jail a good week and niggas is running up on me. I owe Stern money. Like, what the fuck is going on, Jesus? Got Tony Teresi on my back. Like, what in the fuck? Then we see Tommy going to this open house and with this older white gentleman showing him around this house that's up for sale. And immediately I knew that the man was connected to Holly. I didn't remember if that was her father or whatnot, but Tommy assumed that the man was her father and brought up the fact that he used to molest Holly as a young girl. He was like, that's my niece. Tommy's like, whatever the fuck, daddy, niece, nigga, you shouldn't have been touching her ass. And he loses it, grabs a motherfucking bat and commits to beating the shit out that old man and killing him. And it was like a redemption for him as a apology to Holly for what he did. Oh, and then when back to the scene when Tommy thought he was about to be killed by Jason, when he closed his eyes and he thought of Holly, I was like, damn, he really did fucking love Holly. Like, damn. Lakeisha ass, your ass don't stand a motherfucking chance. And her ass, let's talk about that real quick. She got on my fucking nerves this episode. Oh, jealous, bitter, light skinned ass. Like, girl, somewhere and sit down, man, because this nigga ain't called her. Like, girl, sit down. You shouldn't have just fucked him in flip flops. That's why he don't want you. But anywho, Tasha got to slap the shit out of her. Tasha gonna end up killing Lakeisha ass her damn self because she's getting on everybody's nerves, including mine. But that I was like so happy that they added this scene in here so motherfuckers could get off the internet tagging me and shit. Thomas, I bet you Tommy is Holly's daddy. I'm like, he is not fucking Holly's daddy. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. Tony Teresi is Tommy's father. Now y'all get it. Now y'all know he is not Holly's daddy. This nigga that got killed in this episode was her uncle who molested her. That nigga's dead and gone. Thank you, Jesus. I actually like the scene with Ghost and Kanan robbing Tommy's stash house. I like seeing them two working together. I like seeing them move together. It was good. You could see that the energy was there between them. I really like that scene. Ghost lying to Tasha about Tariq being with a little girl instead of being kidnapped by Kanan. I was like, what in the fuck is going on here? I'm hoping next episode he's going to tell her the truth on what the fuck is going on, because Kanan is still out there alive. By the way, Kanan and Ghost saving Tariq together. I thought that was dope, because like I said, they build it up with Kanan's character actually starting to love Tariq and look at him like the son he never had with Sean. He never had that type of relationship that he has with Tariq with Sean. So it was kind of like he got a do-over with Tariq. I thought it was dope for them to rescue him together. What tickled me was Tariq in that church on some dad. I was like, bitch, shut your ass up with your little bad ass. Your ass been running around acting like a douchebag for the last season. Then as soon as you see your daddy, Dad, come help me. I can't stand a little boy. I thought it was good that Jukebox told Tariq that Slim been lying to him and using him his whole time. His little motherfucker rich feelings was hurt. I didn't give a fuck though. Kanan admitting to him that he is Kanan. He ain't Slim. And that Jukebox is telling him the truth. He even admitted to him that he killed Sean, that he'd do it the fuck again. I was like, what in the fuck? I'm gonna tell y'all right. I'll give my spoilers at the end of this. Spoiler alert at the end of this video. And then Kanan kills Jukebox. And I told y'all last week that Kanan was going to what? Kill Jukebox. Death tally toll again. Check on my list. Jukebox is dead. I got her death right. Episode 6, I said it. Jukebox is going to fucking die. I told y'all that shit. So R.I.P. Jukebox. That bitch is dead and gone. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. Then after she's dead and gone, Kanan points the gun at Ghost and Tariq, but he can't find it in him to pull the trigger. He's like, see you later, little nigga, and walk out. And Tariq looking at him like, don't go. And Ghost just holding him with tears in his eyes and shit. And I was like, well, Tasha been trying to tell your ass for the last motherfucking 2 seasons that you've been losing your damn son, that you need to pay more attention to his ass. But now you look like skin want to play daddy. I can't stand all you niggas. So yeah, 2 people off. 3 people now have been killed on my death toll tally list. Jukebox, Julio, and Charlie Murphy's character. If you don't want to hear my spoilers for next week's episode or my who's next up on my death tally list, then please stop watching right now. Let me grab my piece of paper so I can see who is actually next on my list of deaths. Let's see. I had Julio down for episode 7 to die, but he died this episode. So, Mike Sandoval, I predict will be dying episode 7. Mike Sandoval, I think will be dying episode 7. If I'm wrong, he'll die in a later episode. But Mike Sandoval is next up on my list of deaths. Like I said, Lorenz Tate will be premiering next week on next week's episode. I don't think that the relationship between Kanan and Tariq is over with. I think Tariq will go in search of Kanan because he didn't kill him, and he looks at Kanan like a father figure. And he gone. Like, he basically, like, gone off that nigga at this point. Ghost, like I said, will have to renovate fucked up ass, buildings or whatever in inner city area for, what's that nigga name? Stern. And that's what's going to bring in the Lorenz Tate character. Tasha and Silver will continue to grow closer. Angela will be in search of who in the fuck kills Greg, which will then bring in Mike Sandoval dying. So those are my predictions off the top of my head. Tonight's episode was pretty litty. I laughed a lot because there was a lot of shit in this episode that was fucking funny to me. And that was kind of a little bit corny. But other than that, I give tonight's episode, honestly, a B+. It was really good. Let me know what y'all think about tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so you know when my videos drop. I will be back with full reviews next week I'm finishing up Postcards from the Edge. I have wig reviews coming up, a clothes haul, try-on video coming up, makeup tutorials coming up. I just got to knock this book out, and we can get back popping, get it back crack-a-lacking. Love y'all. And let's discuss tonight's episode down below in the comment section. Love, hugs, and kisses. Bye.